Last month, I tracked every dollar a typical millennial spent on food. Not just groceries, everything. Groceries, delivery apps, coffee, lunch at work, the random snacks at the gas station, the "I'll just grab something quick" stops that don't feel like spending. The total was $1,100. When I asked them to guess how much they spent before showing them the number, they said $350. That's a $750 gap. $750 a month disappearing into food spending they weren't even aware of. Here's the part that should make you stop and think. I guarantee at least 3 of the things that created that gap are happening in your life right now. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly which ones and how to stop them. Here's what we're covering: where that hidden money is going and why your brain doesn't register it as spending. The 5 specific habits that cut food costs by $150 to $250 a month without making food miserable. And the delivery app trap that's costing you more than you think. I'll show you the actual math. Let's get into it. Ask anyone what their biggest expense is and they'll say rent or mortgage. And yes, housing is usually the biggest single line item, but here's what the data actually shows. Food is the category most people underestimate by the largest margin, not by 10% or 20%, by 200% or more. And the reason is simple. Food spending is made up of dozens of small decisions that never feel like financial decisions. A $5 coffee doesn't feel like spending. A $13 lunch feels reasonable. A $38 DoorDash order on a Tuesday night feels like survival, not indulgence. But $5 every morning is $100 a month. 3 lunches out a week is $156 a month. 1 delivery order a week with fees and tip is $150 a month. That's $406 a month, nearly $5,000 a year. In spending, that felt like nothing in the moment. Now, here's what makes this worse. And this is the part most finance channels skip. It's not a willpower problem. It's an engineering problem. The apps, the restaurants, the checkout displays at the grocery store, they are specifically designed to make you spend more than you intend to. Billions of dollars in behavioral research went into making sure you don't notice until it's gone. Once you understand that, the solution stops being have more discipline and starts being redesign the conditions. That's exactly what the next section covers. Every overspending food budget has one of 3 leaks. Most people have all 3. Leak 1. The delivery premium. This is the biggest one. A meal that costs $12 at the restaurant costs $28 to $35 delivered, with delivery fee, service fee, surge pricing, and tip. You're paying a 100 to 200% markup for the convenience of not driving. The average millennial who uses delivery apps spends $280 a month on them. That's $3,360 a year. Invested at 7% average return over 20 years, that's $146,000. 1 habit. Leak 2. The invisible grocery spend. Most people shop without a list, which means they walk in needing 6 things and walk out with 22. Studies show shoppers without a list spend 40% more per trip. Do that twice a week, and it adds up faster than any delivery order. Quick question. When did you last go to the grocery store without your phone? When did you last go with a specific list and stick to it? Most people can't remember. That's the leak. Leak 3. The "I'll cook tomorrow" tax. You buy groceries with good intentions. By Wednesday, the chicken is still in the fridge. You're tired, and DoorDash gets the order instead. The groceries eventually get thrown out. You paid twice, once for groceries you didn't use, and once for delivery you didn't plan. The average American household throws away $1,500 in food per year. That's money you literally paid for and put in the trash. But here's where it gets interesting, because the fix for all 3 of these leaks is the same thing. The one habit that closes all 3 leaks is what I call the Sunday reset. 90 minutes on Sunday that saves $150 to $250 every week. Here's exactly how it works. Step 1. Plan 3 dinners. Not 7. 3. Pick 3 dinners for the week. One of them should make enough for leftovers. Pasta, chili, stir-fry, soup. That gives you a 4th dinner for free. Friday is planned takeout. Weekend is flexible. You just solved 5 weeknight dinners in 5 minutes. Step 2. Build the list from the recipes. 3 dinners tell you exactly what to buy. You're not wandering the store, you're on a mission. Wandering is where the $40 of extras sneak in. Step 3. Cook in a batch. Sunday afternoon, cook your first dinner and double the recipe. That's Monday and Tuesday. Handled. The second dinner gets cooked Monday. Wednesday is leftovers. When dinner is already made, delivery loses its power completely. People who meal plan consistently save an average of $200 a month compared to those who don't. That's not cutting anything you enjoy. That's just having a plan instead of improvising every night when you're tired. But there's still one thing most people do wrong, even when they start meal planning, and it quietly undoes all the savings. Here's the mistake. People who start meal planning still keep the delivery apps on their phones and still open them when they're tired. Having food in the fridge doesn't automatically stop the habit. The habit runs on autopilot. So here's how you break it without quitting cold turkey. Because going cold turkey on delivery doesn't work for most people. Tactic 1. Delete your saved payment method. Not the app. Just remove the saved card. Having to manually enter your card number takes 45 seconds and creates enough friction to make you check the fridge first. This single change reduces delivery orders for most people by 30 to 40%. Tactic 2. Set a delivery budget, not a rule. 2 delivery orders a week, budgeted in advance. When they're used, they're gone for the week. Knowing you have 2 passes makes you use them intentionally rather than out of habit. Intentional feels different from default. Tactic 3. Switch to pickup. The same apps have a pickup option. Same food, same time. No delivery fee, no service fee, no surge. You save $8 to $15 per order. If you order twice a week, that's $60 to $120 back in your pocket every month, just by driving 10 minutes instead of waiting at home. One switch, same food, half the cost. And now, here's the part that actually makes all of this worth doing. What happens to the money you save? $200 a month doesn't sound life-changing until you see what it actually does over time. If your emergency fund isn't fully funded, $200 a month gets you to $1,200 in 6 months. That's your buffer fully built from food savings alone. If you're paying off debt, $200 a month extra on a credit card balance could eliminate it a year or 2 faster and save you hundreds in interest. If you're already investing, $200 a month into an index fund at 7% average return over 20 years is $104,000. One habit, one Sunday, 90 minutes, $100,000 over 20 years. That's not an exaggeration. That's compound interest applied to one grocery budget. The people who build real wealth aren't the ones who earn the most. They're the ones who stop losing money to things they weren't paying attention to. Food is the biggest one nobody talks about. Let's bring it together. You're not overspending on food because you love eating. You're overspending because the system is designed to make you spend without noticing. The 3 leaks: the delivery premium, invisible grocery spend, and the I'll cook tomorrow tax. The one fix that closes all 3, the Sunday reset. 3 dinners planned, 1 shopping list, 1 batch cook. 90 minutes that saves $200 a month. Break the delivery habit with 3 tactics. Remove your saved card, set a delivery budget, switch to pickup, and put that $200 somewhere it compounds. Debt, emergency fund, or investments. The specific destination matters less than stopping the leak. If this hit close to home, please subscribe. New video every week, always practical. Next week, we're covering something a lot of you have been asking about: how to actually make extra money on the side. Not the get-rich-quick version, the realistic version that works for people with full-time jobs who don't have 40 spare hours a week. I'll show you which options are worth your time and which ones aren't. And if someone in your life is always talking about being broke but keeps ordering delivery every night, send them this video. It might be the most useful thing you do for them this month. See you next week.